Under these two head covers, you may think there's just two Taylormade M5s. And there is. But one of them is a little bit different, a little bit unique, a little bit small. The Taylormade M5 Tour against the Taylormade M5. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel. Second of all, make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. And third of all, if you have already hit that subscribe button, massive thank you, massive thumbs up. I want you to hit those comments below in this video today. Would you consider using the M5 Tour, the smaller head, the less forgiving head, the lower spinning head? I'm not sure of any tour players really that are using this M5 Tour. If there are any which I've not found, I'm going to do a ton of research after this video, which I should have done before the video, and I will list them below now. If the screen stays blank, then I've not found any. Now, technology-wise, that goes into the Taylormade M5 Tour, it's pretty much exactly the same as the Taylormade M5. We have twist face, we have the carbon crown, we have the carbon sole, we have the movable weights, we have the speed injection or the speed reduction to make sure that all the faces are bang on the COR limit and you get the most ball speed possible. It is just smaller. We have a 435cc head. This is designed for lower spin. Obviously it's not going to be as forgiving because the head is so much smaller, and I must say, looking down at the ball with this thing, it almost looks like one of today's modern day 3-woods. It looks tiny. Last year I used the Taylormade M3, the smaller head, and I felt okay with that. I didn't feel like that felt too small, looked too small. This thing looks minute, which I quite like. So guys, I'm going to hit you a bunch of shots with both. I'm going to tell you how they feel, I'm going to tell you how they perform. I have both these clubs in the Project X Hazardous Smoke Shaft. I've got both of them playing at 9° loft, and I've got both of them in the standard weight setting. So it's as fair as we come, using Pro V1 practice balls. And funnily enough, I played yesterday and I drove it terrible. So I'm not amazingly confident, which is why we're starting with the bigger head. Oh, where were you yesterday? Ah! Isn't golf a fantastically terrible game? Yesterday, couldn't hit this thing to save my life. Today, pretty much enjoying it. So now I'm looking forward to hitting the smaller head, as opposed to thinking, oof, gotta go into work tomorrow and shoot the smaller headed M5 and put it on camera. Send it out to 31,000 people. But now we're looking forward to it. I guess that could all change though with a couple of bad swings. We know what golf's like. Now this is going to be a really interesting test because my good shots are spinning at around 2,000. Pretty good. Bad shots, well not so much the bad shots, but the shots that aren't going as far are spinning at 3,000 plus. Obviously that is down to me, but will the good shots spin too low with the tour head? And what will happen to the bad shots? Will they spin less and be not as bad? Interesting. That's as good as I've got today anyway. So guys, we've had 7 fairway finders ish. Now we're going to hit 3 more shots. We're going to hit 10 shots with each club, and I'm going to go after these. I'm going to hit them as hard as I physically can, see how far I can get them out there, and without any doubt, see how forgiving they are on off-centre hits. Let's give this the DJ treatment. Gives it the DJ treatment. Club head speed, 0.2 higher. Hey. Isn't it amazing how I give it the DJ treatment, try and absolutely smash the dimples off the golf ball, And 2 out of 3 of them straight down the middle of the fairway with no movement at all. So that is the Taylormade M5 460cc head. Let's swap this over now for the Tour head. Now I'm not going to lie, this frightens me a little bit. So small. Oh! Oh! You ever see a Ronaldo free kick where it's... Yeah, I'm not Ronaldo, I never will be, but that felt incredible. It has gone a lot lower as well, actually. Nice! Does anybody else feel that by gaming something like this, you're adding more pressure to yourself to hit fairways? So like when you're playing with people, say if I play in a pro-am, if I play with a couple of subscribers, if I just go out and play, I start missing fairways with this and people say, oh James, what driver are you using? Well, I'm using the Taylormade M5 Tour head because I believe that I should use the Tour head because it says Tour on it and it's smaller and it's harder to use. And I've hit 2 out of 14 fairways today. There is a little bit of a sense of that for me. Interestingly, that's the first shot that's gone right all day with either driver. Ball it. Let's have a couple more fairway finders, then we'll step on some. Oh, James, what was that? Oh! That one's upset me. That one nearly missed the face. The small face. See, and that's just the one you can't afford to hit, ever. I suppose if that's the provisional. It's bomber time. Oh. Oh. Hell. Oh. Holy. So everyone, that is 10 shots hit with both the Taylormade M5 460 and the Taylormade M5 435 Tour head. What do I think? I don't think there's going to be a lot in this. And obviously it's the same technology, it's the same manufacturer, it's the same shaft, it's the same ball. It's just a little bit smaller. So how much difference could there be? Interestingly, I feel like I hit the centre of the Tour face more than I did the standard face. Whether or not I get lazy with a bigger driver head, possibly. I have always used a smaller head. I always used the Titleist D3 as opposed to the D2. Last year I chose to use the smaller M3 head as opposed to the 460 M3 head. Will that trend continue? Let's take a look at the numbers. As always, let's take a look at dispersion before. I'm gonna keep that shot in, but I'm also gonna take it out for the averages because it was just a... When you hit 20 drivers in a row, there's going to be one, isn't there? So that's the dispersion with the Tour. Look how low it is. Just on the tip of that mountain there. Now if we go over to the standard 460, straight away a lot higher, but you will notice the dispersion is a lot better. There's no shots that go right, not one. So I could almost eradicate one side of the golf course there. If the lads who I played with yesterday are watching this and I'm saying I'm eradicating the right hand side of the golf course, you will be absolutely in tears on the floor, laughing in a puddle of your own wee because I hit like every drive right. So it just goes to show, doesn't it? Let's get back to the numbers. So we'll look at the standard M5 first. Not bad. Again, I don't feel like I'm swinging as good as I was right at the beginning of the year, but I'm quite happy with those really. That last one was an absolute beast, although it went left. 273 on average. That's there or thereabouts. I think I've had a couple of averages up at 280, but that is when I was swinging a little bit better. Spin 2.4 on average, which is on the nose really. Absolutely on the nose, isn't it? Ball speed 158.6, that is high, and club head speed 109.3. What about the daddy, the Tour head? Distances again, there isn't going to be a lot in this, is there? I think this will be lower because of shot 6, and then eventually I will take that out just to show you. Average 270, even with that terrible shot number 6. Club head speed 109. 157 ball speed, so that's down. Spin rate 2.6 on average, that is up. It's not making great reading for the Tour, is it? Let's take out shot 6. So we take out shot 6, the average jumps to 275, so what, 2 yards more. Club head speed actually goes down, ball speed stays the same. Spin rate goes down, so the spin averaging at 2.2, so that is lower. That's exactly what I would expect from this head. Not a lot in it. So what do we think? I think you have to be very, very talented to use the Taylormade M5 Tour. This isn't going to be for your everyday golfer. It's not going to be for your mid-handicap golfer. But let me know if you do want me to get mid-handicap Mark to test this for a bit of a laugh. It's probably going to be one of those, isn't it, where he goes and tests it, loves it, puts it in the bag, wins everything this year, gets down to scratch, and I'm looking for a new mid-handicap tester, all for a bit of a laugh. But it's small. It's very small. I may use it when it's windy. I may use it if I'm going to play a links course and I'm trying to really bullet it down. In fairness, I think the dispersion speaks for itself with the standard M5 head. I didn't hit any right, which I felt was quite positive today, especially after yesterday's performance. It wasn't very good yesterday, as I've already told you. But there's not enough distance gain in it for me to warrant using the smaller head. It's obviously going to be less forgiving. It's obviously going to be a little bit more sporadic with dispersion. So I will be sticking with the 460 head. I've not decided exactly which driver I'm going to use this year yet. I'm heading out to Spain on Sunday to do a little bit of on-course testing with a few drivers. So I will be taking the M5 460 head with me. If you're in the market for a low spinning, low launching driver and you generally hit the centre of the face more often than not, go and give the Taylormade M5 Tour a go. Go and give the Callaway Epic Flash Sub-Zero a go. Go and give the Cobra a go. Go and give them all a go. But make sure you do go and get fitted. Guys, I've been James Robinson. I'm here at Huddersfield Golf Club. Whatever you do, don't go and buy this because it is small and it looks good. Make sure you try all the alternatives. Make sure you go and get fitted like I said earlier. Smash those comments below. Make sure you put that thumbs up, and whatever you do, don't leave here without subscribing if you haven't already. See you soon.